Hey friends, my name is Wendy if you're new around here. I am excited today to catch up with you a little bit. I haven't done a video like this in a while, and I want to show you my newest stamp storage that I finally came up with. As you know, I've been in the process of kind of making changes to lots of ways I'm doing things because I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for nearly 14 years and I left Stampin' Up! In July. And so my workflow and everything I do is a little bit different now. And I'm not going to get too deep into that today, but there were things that I realized that weren't going to work for me anymore that worked when I was a demonstrator. So today I'm going to show you my new stamp storage and how I'm doing it for now. May not work forever, but it's for now. And then at the end, I think I'm just going to have a little sit down chit chat and show you around my craft room and a few of the changes that I've made. So let me show you the stamp storage first. Okay, I'm going to start way back here because it's a tall shelf. So I found this on Amazon. Originally, I was looking for a Billy bookcase from IKEA, but the price of the IKEA bookshelf, excuse me, especially to be delivered, was a million times more than this. So I'm going to link to this shelf on Amazon, and then I'm going to link to these containers on Amazon as well if I can find them. I have had trouble finding them, but the containers are holding my stamps, and then I've got my silhouette here, and I have my sewing machine at the bottom. I don't know that these will stay here. My idea is for this to eventually all be stamps. But right now, these are literally all of the stamps I own. So I've got all my labeled stamps, and I will link to the video that shows you how I did this process. But I've labeled by company and placed the stamp in. The reason I'm labeling by company, the decision I finally made about that was because ultimately I am essentially a card making influencer, I guess you could say. That's what I've been trying to tell people when they ask me what I do. I'm going to set you up here because I'm going to show you this. Okay, so when people ask me what I do now, I'm basically just saying I'm a card maker influencer because I don't know what else to call it. So let's see. I want to make sure that you can see me. So these are the containers. And I put all of my stamps in these pockets, which I can link to all of this stuff in this video, but I do have a whole video on this also. So essentially I organized by company because I just realized organizing by type of stamp wasn't going to work for me because say this is a big dream. This is a big dream. Let me put it in the universe for hopes and dreams, as Jay Morrell would say. Hopes and dreams. I would love to work for Picket Fence or Pink Fresh or Honeybee or Concord and Ninth. Dream companies to maybe get working for and doing some stuff for, teaching classes for. I do have some exciting news about one company that I really like coming up that I'll be doing some stuff for. But anyways, so what I realized was I needed to organize by company versus type. And that's only going to work for somebody who honestly is probably doing card making for a living. But anyway, let's talk about this shelf for a second. So this shelf is from Amazon. It is the exact dimensions of the Billy bookcase on IKEA, and it's way less expensive and it's way less for shipping. So I will link to that bookcase, and I'm wishing I had this up for you for Prime Day, but sorry I didn't. So that's what's happening with the stamp storage. I had to get something separate to put my stamps on. So let me show you around the rest of the craft room now. Okay, dogs are probably going to come and go as we do this, but you come in through my craft door, you have my desk sitting area, which will stay the same. This is really tall so that I can stand or sit. I have a drafting chair. Then this is the big change that was made. We moved this desk back. So this desk, for a long time, we moved it, and for a long time it was under this window. And my daughter has decided she wants to be able to do her homework out here. So we moved this desk here because it was too cramped in the other spot. So she has her chair, dog bed, my treadmill, my yoga ball. I have some changes coming with this area. This is just kind of storing some of my stuff right now, but this will all be changed and looking cute. And then of course the bookcase that is housing my stamps. By the way, how cute is that? I painted that little cow. Very proud. All right, so moving from the front of the door in, we've got this little dresser that I bought for 10 bucks at a yard sale many years ago, and I've never been able to get rid of it. I have some sort of weird attachment to this dresser. I love it so much. And then my husband mounted my TV on the wall. Game changer. I love it. And it just moves wherever I need it to. And then I moved my chair here and put my little Raskog cart here. Sorry about the dogs. I have done like my Bible study sitting here and stuff like that. But mostly what I have loved is when somebody comes over or my husband comes out to visit or the dogs come in, they sit or lay here, which is so cool because I work right here. So then it's like I get to look at my friend or whoever's hanging out or my dogs. I get to like, it feels good. It feels more like I'm with people. So on this side, not much has changed since I did the video showing you all of this. Every single time I show this, I get questions about where I got all of this storage. This is all storage from Stampin' Storage. So these hold inks, these hold whatever you want them to. And then this one down here holds like pastes and wax melts and my pouncers. Okay, so then moving this way, we've got, let me make sure this is zoomed out. It is. We've got my Anna Griffin. Now this, I did a whole video on this, but let's just recap. This cart is the most amazing cart I have ever gotten. I love it so much. This is what I keep my die cut machine on. It never leaves there because check it out. It rolls, okay? So the coolest thing about this is it is the height of my desk. This is a kitchen island from Wayfair. So it's standing height. Again, that's why I have the drafting chair so that I can stand or I can sit. I have a spinal fusion, so it's very important that I'm able to stand when I need to. So this is standing height for me, which is fantastic. And it's all plugged in here and it just rolls into place and then I can just roll it right back to its little home. All of my cardstock is organized down here. And then I've got dies up here that are just like your basic shapes, right? So shapes, backgrounds, words, labels, and they're all different companies mixed in, but they've been labeled. And then these shelves I always get questions about as well. Let me share with you with these shelves. I share it in every video, but I'm going to say it in this one too. You cannot buy these. These were custom made by a friend who was a carpenter. He passed away from COVID in 2020. And it's such a sad story. Him and his wife were moving from where they've lived their whole lives to be with their daughter. And in the process, he got COVID, was hospitalized, and passed. And it is just heartbreaking. So his name was Ken. I am so happy to have something in my craft room that Ken made. He was a beautiful, talented man. And I'm so sad that he's not in our world anymore. So these are all of my little tchotchkes. And of course, I have my little corner of the rock right there. And then Grandpa watches over me right there. And then we've got my photography area. This all lights up. This is a lot. Here, I'll show you. Let's just show you. I can link to this also if you for some reason need a light box. Let's just light that up. So it lights up, and all the photos you see me taking, putting online, this is where I take them. Because I actually prefer natural lighting. However, for whatever reason, the way the light comes into my office, it's south facing, and this room just stays kind of dark. So I have to have on these lights when I film, these ones right here. And I have to take my photos in here so that my lighting is controlled. And I think that's it, you guys. I think that is the whole shebang bang. So let's see. Okay, so that's everything. That's like showing you around the craft room. Now, I wanted to do that first because if you're here just for like the shelving information. My dogs hate me. If you're here just for the shelving information, then you have that. So you don't have to keep watching. But if you want to hang out with me for a bit, I have a few things to share. So, let's see what's happening. New things. We're winding down 2024. I cannot believe that, by the way. And we're heading into 2025. And I just kind of want to tell you what's been happening. So all good things, nothing bad. One of the things I'm discovering is I don't really have like a good solid plan for video creation and stuff like that. So I went on this little journey of trying to learn how to create content better and batch my content so that I wasn't like so last minute about everything, because I kind of have lived on a wing and a prayer for so many years because I had a daughter that I was raising. I've always been her primary caregiver. Okay, so sorry about my dogs. Some days they just lay around and do nothing and they're quiet. And then other days they just bark incessantly and I'm constantly yelling at them. I don't know. It drives me nuts. So anyway, I am the primary caregiver for our daughter because my husband's job is fairly unpredictable. So he doesn't have a job where I can be like, oh, can you pick Macy up at this time? Because inevitably when I do that, he'll have to call and be like, sorry, I'm working late. Almost every time. I don't know why, but it's like whenever I would purposely be like, okay, he should be, he's not on call, he should be able to, it wouldn't work. So I really got discouraged with ever trying to plan live events. I got discouraged with trying to have any sort of like normal work schedule, because if you're a mom or a grandma or an auntie or whatever, if you have any children in your life whatsoever, you know that the minute you make plans for something is when it goes to pot, right? Because even like, okay, we'll work during her school hours, Wendy. Okay, great. So I get this whole big plan. I'm going to go live. And then I get a phone call. Macy's not feeling well. You need to come pick her up, right? Like that's mom life. And it's always been my priority to be a mom first. And that's part of why I've always tried to do this job and earn a living doing this, because it allowed me flexibility. So we've entered a new phase of life. We have entered it. We are in it. It is both magical and sad. So I now have a gym membership. I go to the gym almost every day. And I love that. It has done wonders for my mental health. Specifically, I'm lifting weight. So it's not super heavy weight. I'm starting very small, but you know what? I'm doing it and it feels great and makes my body feel better and it helps mentally so much. So I've been doing that. And then I've been learning how to work and have a normal routine. And one of the number one things I found is I am the problem. I'm the problem. So people will say like, oh, well, you know, like let's say, for example, somebody wants to meet for coffee. And even though it's an important reason to meet, because I am running for city council where I live, by the way, so it's an important reason to meet, they'll say like, let's meet for coffee at, you know, 8:30 in the morning on Tuesday. Well, I should say, no, I can't do it then, but I could do it this day, because I should be working in those hours, right? So I need to, one of my things I'm working on is setting up parameters for work hours and not accepting any invitations, making appointments, or doing anything during those work hours so that I can be in my craft space, in my office, working. I don't know for sure if people know what it takes to be a card maker online that does it for a living. Certainly it is a much easier, better job than most. I would never sit here and tell you it's the hardest thing in the world, right? We're not doing brain surgery, but there are a lot of moving parts, especially when you start working for other companies and they all have different ideas and demands that they want. And then on top of that, there are all these little bits and pieces you have to do. It's not just filming the video, right? The filming the video is the easy part. There's the editing and putting it all together and creating graphics and images and putting it all on social media and then sharing it in groups. And there's all these little bits and pieces and moving parts to all of it. And I'm just learning, I'm trying to learn how to do all of those things in a way that's more effective for me, instead of like, oh my gosh, I gotta get a video up for tomorrow for this thing and it's last minute and I'm not finished with it and I'm editing and I'm going crazy and I'm a nervous wreck because I don't have everything done. I don't want to live in that space anymore. I want to live in the space of all my work is done for the month of whatever, let's say November. So why do you care about that? You probably don't, but I'm just sharing. We're just having a chatty session. So what that has encouraged me to do is to develop what we're calling a batch week, where that whole week I spend creating different types of content. So videos, graphics, whatever it is I need to create for the month ahead, maybe only 2 weeks ahead. Because the one thing I'm realizing is I filmed a video for you guys that will go up next Friday. That video took me 4.5 hours to do, because it has 3 cards. They're done well. They take time. And it's going to be a fantastic video, but it's time consuming, right? So that doesn't include editing it, writing the blog post for it, photographing, and then editing the photos, all of those other moving parts and pieces. So here's what I've decided. This is what matters to you. This is what matters to you. Every Friday, there'll be a video, right? But it won't just be a card start to finish, right? It's going to be more comprehensive than that. So every Friday, you're going to get a video. That is my for sure. That's what I'm going to call my skeleton video program, or my skeleton video calendar. Every Friday, like clockwork, 11 a.m. Then there will be videos randomly other times, because I'm on design teams, or maybe a company sends me a new release and I want to share with you, stuff like that. Or there'll be impromptu YouTube live events. If you want more content from me, if every Friday isn't enough and you want more content, you can join the Creative Vault. The Creative Vault is open. It is a 21-day free trial, and here's how the Creative Vault is going to look going forward. My sweet friend Tracy has given us over a year of her time, as has my friend Katina with her scrapbooking classes. So they will no longer be doing classes. Tracy's class will end in November, and my friend Katina's class will end at the end of the year. And so going into 2025, what you're going to get is more of me. You're going to get 2 YouTube lives every month, 2 craft alongs every month, and all of that is live. We're working right now on maybe changing the time of those so that more people can join in live. But what I have found in doing a survey is most people just watch the replay anyway. So we have those things happening in the Creative Vault, and then we are going to be doing a monthly giveaway for Creative Vault members that will be really fantastic. I also offer my Creative Vault members access to all of the content for the last 2 years. We started this in February 2023, so we're coming up on 2 years. And there's mega fun fold classes in there. And there will be more of that. We're going to do other classes and stuff that are standalone classes that you can buy, but my Creative Vault members will get access to those. So if you want to join the Creative Vault, there's a 21-day free trial. You can join the Creative Vault for free for 21 days. See what you think. Join us for some live events. See if it's something you want to be a part of. We have a Facebook group that's open to everybody. You don't have to purchase anything to be in the Facebook group, but you don't have any of the access to the Creative Vault stuff, right? So you just get to be in the Facebook group and see what's going on in there. And we're going to be doing a giveaway every month. Every month for our Creative Vault members. That was going to be pretty epic. So that will all start in January, because right now we're basically reallocating the funds we use to support, you know, the creators, the content creators. We're going to reallocate those funds, and we're going to use it for big giveaways in the Creative Vault. So all of that is what's happening. Those are the changes that are happening, that are coming. You're going to be seeing those. And I'm going to try to occasionally go live just here on YouTube regularly. The reason I won't be going live all of the time here on YouTube is because that's what I'm doing in the vault. I'm giving my time to the vault. So we have that happening. And then of course, you know, there's plenty of content here to consume. I have 1,200, 1,400 videos here on YouTube. So anyway, link below the video for Creative Vault. Link below the video for everything else we talked about today. And I think that's everything. Do we have anything else I wanted to go over? Life is looking very different for us. My husband and I, for 2 weekends in a row, have gone and done fun things on a Saturday together because our daughter's been off doing her thing. And that's been different. You know, we're very used to having her with us or different things like that. And she kind of just goes and does her own thing now, for the most part. And so that's been fun. I mentioned earlier, I am running for city council for our very small little rural town. I'm very excited about that. I hope I get a seat at the table. I hope I get elected. If I don't, that's okay. Somebody said to me the other day, "Oh my gosh, you're a politician now." And it took me back because I'm actually not an overly political person. And I guess in my head, I never thought of being a city council member as being a politician. And she said to me, "You're on a ballot." And I'm like, okay, well, that's weird. So, I am really looking forward to it though. I've lived in this little town my pretty much my whole life. And, so yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. We'll find out November 5th. That's when the election is, right? And yeah. Oh, the other thing is I'm going to have some cool stuff coming out for you guys too regarding like using your stash, because I know we're all in this, like, the election made me think of this. We're all in kind of this like economic struggle right now. And I know even for me, like I've had to really watch my dollars lately. And so, like I wanted to order all of the brand new Concord and 9th stuff that came out on October 9th. And I had a little bit of money to play with. And you know what I did? I bought ink. I'm going to finish I'm going to finish my ink collection of Concord and Ninth ink. So I bought, I think, almost all of them so that I'm finishing it out. I have about half of them. So I did that instead of spending the money on like all the new fun stuff, because I've got stuff here that I can use. So we're going to be doing some stash busting videos and stuff like that. And then I was going to tell you one other thing that was really fun that we have coming up. Anyway, I don't know. I can't remember. But, oh, I do. I have changed the creative inspiration calendar a little bit. If you want to get the creative inspiration calendar free every month, sign up for my email. There's an email link below. You can sign up for free. It doesn't cost you anything. And I email out the creative inspiration calendar on the 28th of every month for the next month. And all it is a calendar with prompts of different creative ideas for card making so that you can then utilize that calendar all month long. So it's a free resource. It's something I've been doing for years now. People love it. If I'm ever late, somebody lets me know, hey, where's our calendar? And I really, really enjoy doing it. So make sure you sign up for my emails if you're not already on my email list. Okay, I think that's everything. I don't think there's anything else we need to cover today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching and taking time out of your day to be with me. If you've made it this far in the video, God bless you. I love you. All right, we'll talk to you soon, everyone. Bye-bye.